Alright troops, it's your dad. Let's Leela, shut up. Sit. Alright troops, it's your dad. Welcome to Skateboarding with your dad. It's been a while. This box has not been skated in so long. Plywood needs replaced, it's peeling, it's rusty. So we're going to get it cleaned up, aren't we Leela? What are we going to do Leela? That's right. Right, so here's what the plan is. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a good scrape and get all the wax off it. Then I've got a grinder with a polishing bit, take the rust and stuff off. I'll give it a wee coat of some sort of paint, probably spray paint, and then once that's dry we'll get her waxed up. At some point I'm going to try and source me a bit of plywood. Instead of having all these offcuts, we're going to have one continuous bit of plywood that'll just need a couple of screws, and that'll be that, and it'll be back to skateable condition. Might even do something about these little wheels that don't really turn. So we're going to switch over to time-lapse mode, because who wants to sit through an hour of me mucking about with this? What do you think, Leela? Give me the ball then. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Okay, so I think that's as good as we're going to get with that. I'm actually a bit worried that by polishing it up, it's going to make it harder for the paint to stick. But I think I've got a tin of primer in the cupboard that might help. So try that first. Are you going to give me the ball or not? Try and get it now. Sit. Good girl. No, sit. Anyway, as I was saying, we've got it smoothed down, nice and smooth. It's looking a lot better than it was. There's still a few kind of bits of paint residue. My hands are black. Wow. I think we've got all the wax off and we've cleaned up the surface a bit. It's a lot smoother than it was. Sorry guys, I got a bit sidetracked there. I had hungry children to feed. You can see the sun's starting to go down. It's getting dark, it's getting cold. The wind's picked up a little bit. I don't think there's really much point in trying to finish this off tonight. Maybe come back to it tomorrow. Main reason being, can't find any primer, so I'm gonna have to go and buy some. I think I've left it too late. I'm not gonna catch any of the shops now. We'll leave it at that for now. We'll do one of those cheesy finger click things, and then it will be now. Here we are. We're back at it again. It's not quite as sunny as you can see, but it's dry and it's fairly calm. Doesn't seem to be any wind. I managed to get hold of some primer, and I've got this tin of paint that's maybe half full, so surely between the two of them we'll be able to get a couple of coats on that. Chances are most of it's going to grind off anyway, but need to give it some sort of coat so it doesn't rust again. Normally you'd want to tape up these areas that you're not wanting to paint, but this plywood's getting replaced soon. These sides, nobody's really going to take any notice of it, so I'm not really that bothered. Give it a good shake and get to spraying. Remember your dust masks. Right, we'll leave that to dry for 15-20 minutes, then we'll do another coat of primer, and then we'll do a coat of that. Okay, so that's 2 coats of primer done. I've left it to set for a couple of hours, so that should be good to go and put this top coat on. got a bit of a problem. This is starting to run out. You know what that means? It means I need to go and buy more paint. Right, just going for this method, and it's very messy, but it needs done. And by the way, this isn't something I recommend because that's spraying away over there, and I'd be surprised if there's a couple of splashes in the step. Don't even care anymore. Right, that'll do. I'm absolutely covered. That's why you don't buy cheap paint. Let's go get her waxed up. See if these even come out anymore. What do you know, they do. Pretty rusty. Not bad. No doubt about it, it does slide. To achieve my mission of cleaning it up and making it grindable again. The only thing left to do is actually learn to do 50/50s, or any grind, just any grind at all. 50/50s would be a good starting point. Into a manual. I would just like to say that I have recorded a ridiculous amount of footage for this video, and about 90% of it is going to begin binned. So I'm going to try and at least get something in this box so that it's not been a waste of time going to all that effort to paint it and clean it up and that. A couple of hours later. That? Don't do that. That was exactly where I wanted it. We'll figure out how to do that again. Only got another 10 minutes or so, then I need to go pick up the kids from school. So, 5-minute tries. Nice. With that one, it was the tiniest of baby Noseslides, and I barely even rolled away to stop exactly there, but as far as I'm concerned that's a make. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Another wee baby one with progress. Oh well, down to my last try. Lies. Well, you know what? Usually that would be lies, and I'd be like, no, one more try, several more times. Calling it there, because that's 3 that I've managed to get. Not the best, but I've slid and I've landed back on the board and rolled away, sort of. So I think that's good enough for one session. Quite a while I'm ahead. Like, subscribe, share if you even really enjoy it that much. and your ourselves Avon. Right bag.